Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon, good morning, or shall I say good day to the rest of the world. So, welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. And yours truly, once again, Franz Rudy is your pageant correspondent. So, we are live simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well for more pageant updates. All right. So we are also on Instagram and TikTok. So please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guest, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. Once again, this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, Seduction, and Lalore. All right. So, guys, I know that you are very much excited to get to know our guest for tonight. This is actually a very special episode, basically because our guest is actually a um Q&A mentor, and he will be joined by by a candidate. Okay, and we will reveal the candidate later. And of course, we will get to know our guest for tonight, who was my classmate actually back in master's degree days. And yes, let me just welcome my friend and a Q&A mentor all the way from Cebu City, Dandy John Estrera. Hello, Dandy. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Francois. Good evening to our viewers and especially your followers in YouTube and in Facebook. It's nice to
All
be
right.
here as an interviewee.
Yes, it's always our pleasure. It's always my pleasure, Dandy, for having you here, for gracing you, and you being very much honored to have you here on our channel. Hello, Nino Pili. Good evening to you. And yes, hello, Mark Artitalawe. Good evening to you. And guys, once again, if you have any questions later to our mentor, something that you want to know about, how to answer Q&A well, on how to do well on your Q&A in general, yeah, please don't hesitate to ask it down below at the comment section. All right. So let's get to know our guest tonight. He is my friend, as I have already mentioned. How have you been doing, my friend? Kapatid.
Yeah, lately the pandemic really like crippled me a lot. Though I'm working as an IT engineer, as a project
Mhm.
manager actually, but the pandemic really like crippled me because I just stayed at home for already like more than 18 months, I think. And
Mhm.
then I just work from my bed sometimes, or from the table, or from anywhere in the house. As long as there's an internet, then I can do my work. But still, I need to go out. I exercise. I run
Mhm.
within the subdivision, and then I spend time. There was a time that Cebu was not really that strict. So during the GCQ, so I really went
Mhm.
out to see around, to see people, and meet a lot of friends. I have attended also uh, one pageant, very local pageant here in Cebu. It was really nice.
Mhm.
So again, and now we are in the MECQ. So again, like a
Mhm.
semi lockdown. Police are
Mhm.
very strict. We cannot go out anytime of the
Mhm.
day, and then we have heard a lot of death um,
Mhm.
from all over the place. So I it's really like, in a psychological perspective, I am worried of some of the candidates, because when you open your Facebook, you have seen a lot like condolence, and then candle are theirs in their profile. So it's really it's really difficult, no, when I look at it in that perspective.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, everyone is definitely, you know, affected by this pandemic, either financial,
Mm-hmm.
economical, even psychological or mental, everything. So it's actually affecting everything. It's hitting everyone on all those perspective. And I am absolutely
Yes.
agreeing with you because I myself as well had has been affected by the by pandemic. Anyways, hi Pinky Quizon Donaire. Hello, good evening to you. Zari Balikwas, my Suki every night. And hello, Sir Noel Inez.
Mm-hmm.
Bakene man. Joke. And Sir Inez, good evening to you and
Yeah,
thank you
Sir
for
Noel
your
Ines is
trust.
the
Yeah. Yeah. Hi Halima Sugagil. Good evening to you. Yes, you were telling about Sir Ines, you were saying something about him.
yes, yeah. Sir Noel is the handler of some of the candidates of the Misters of the Filipinas and some also of the
Mm-hmm.
girls before of other pageants. But for this time, he is handling like three or four. I don't. Maybe three candidates from Cebu, from Liloan, and then Lapu-Lapu, and one from Zamboanga, I think. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I am a
All
very
right.
fan of Sir Noel and a follower.
Okay, so just like what we have mentioned a while back during the introduction, that you are now a Q and A mentor. Can you walk us through how did you become a Q and A mentor? Because back then when I met you, you had no interest at all in
Yeah.
pageantry. I can say that. Mhm.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned before that I don't have interest in the pageantry, and then in 2010, but before that there was a Campus of the Look of the Year. It was in 1991 here in 1992, I think, in Cebu, and we are the main planner for that, the Metropolitan Junior JCs, where I was the vice president for that time. So it was really my first pageant. I was
Mhm.
then like around um before 20 years old. I would not mention the right age. It was before 20 years old. So I helped the pageant at the time. So that was really the
Mm-mm.
opening that I had love the pageantry. I love fashion,
Mhm.
and then there was no money in this industry. So I said to
Mhm.
myself, it would be better for me to pursue my IT degree, and then you know,
Mhm.
and the rest is history. And I don't like pageantry, though
Mm.
I watched Miss Universe. That's only the thing that I watch. I don't watch
Mhm.
another pageant at all. And then when I when we met each other in 2010, you are
Mhm.
the one who really had big interest in the pageantry. And
I do.
then yeah, then you brought me to Cubao, you brought me to the Binibining Pilipinas charity office, and so on. And
Uh-huh.
later on, when in 2015, when I went back to my home place here in Cebu, um,
Mhm.
I get involved with the local pageant in our
Mhm.
municipality, where that was the time that they asked me about social issues, because
Mhm.
our degree really
Mhm.
had helped us to look at some social issues
Mhm.
in the
That's
context
right.
of other things, moral issues, social teachings, whatsoever is
Mhm.
that. So we are grounded in that. And so they asked
Mhm.
me to explain to the candidates what are this, like,
Mhm.
what is this, what is divorce is all about, what is
Mhm.
this
Technicalities.
same-sex marriage, the
Mhm.
technicalities, and so on. And so it was then the start that I started to tell to the young girls what is this all about, what is that, in
Mhm.
2015. And then
Mhm.
every year they consulted me, and then the whole batch I mentored in a local pageant.
Mm.
So
So
that
how
was
did
it.
you find it? How did you find mentoring for the very first time back then?
Mentoring of the candidates is very difficult. Why?
Mhm.
Because it's not about Q&A that you are going to tell them what to answer, because a Q&A mentor will not tell the candidates what to answer, but to
Mm-hmm.
give the candidates a process of answering, because
Mm-hmm.
it will be candidate's idea, it will be her experience, it will be his life that he will be telling, because question and answer is to unveil the inner beauty of the candidate. It's given
Mm-hmm.
already that the outer beauty was properly uh, mixed up with like the body, the physique, and the way they carry their gown, the way they carry their suit. But the way they carry themselves in the interview is the unveiling of the real inner beauty of each of the candidates. So why that I
Mm-hmm.
said that it's not that easy, because some of the candidates have difficulty in unveiling themselves, in telling
Mm-hmm.
to the people that this is my experience, this is what I have learned in my experience, and because of
Mm-hmm.
this, I will show off to the world that I am beautiful and handsome in physical perspective, and I have
Mm-hmm.
also the inner beauty. So that's what makes it more difficult, because the candidate itself has the degree of difficulty in unveiling of their history, of their experiences.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hello, good evening. Ma'am Shiroy Cruz, all the way from Papua New Guinea.
Yeah,
She's
hi, Ma'am
always
Shiroy.
here, and I love you, Mommy Francois, and I hope to meet Mommy Josa. Oh yes, Mommy Josa is Mommy Dandy. Yeah, yeah. Unveiling of their inner beauty. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is actually the most difficult, just like what you have mentioned, and I definitely agree with you that giving or well giving somehow training to the candidates, or training the candidates to answer question and answer, is that actually giving them the the answers of every questions to be asked during the Q&A portion, because we
Yeah.
never know what to ask during the Q&A, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
So
and it's not only for the Q&A, because
mm-hmm,
a lot of a lot of nowadays, no, because of the
mm-hmm,
social media, people are just like
mm-hmm,
this. People are just going to the social media, have their
mm-hmm.
interview, or like media coverage and so on, and
Exposures,
so the
yeah.
exposures and so on. So the candidates must be again bringing on themselves. It's not
Mm-hmm,
about the 30 seconds, the 45 seconds that they need to answer,
mm-hmm,
but the way they carry themselves through the
mm-hmm,
through answering some questions, through
mm-hmm,
developing what they really think on their advocacy. I do
mm-hmm,
believe that it's the way that the candidate must now step on.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Nagsama na si Sir Francois and Sir Dandy, sabi ni Dexter.
My
Hi,
God.
Dexter.
Hi, Dexter. I know Dexter. He is the candidate of Sir Noel.
Mommy Dandy mahusay, love, love, love. And
Uh,
according to Avelino, hi Avelino H. Antonio, process not the answer. That's actually correct, no?
yeah.
Oh, by the way, there are some of these candidates or aspiring beauty queens who would go for Q&A training and then would like to memorize the answers. What can you say about this kind of process, or what yeah, this kind of process?
It's very sad.
Mhm.
It's very sad that the mentor is giving answers to the candidate themselves.
Mhm.
Because the tendency is that when the candidate is crippled with words, because those candidates have nothing, they they have no tools, because if they
Mhm.
memorize themselves, they have no tools at all. They
That's
would just
right.
be memorizing word for word, and
Mhm.
then that would cripple them. When the boo are there in 30 or 45 seconds, boo are there, laughs are there, and so on, then every candidate, it's a very painful of a candidate that people are like telling them, oh, finish, finish, finish. Nothing is all
Mhm.
about. And then the next day, bashers are there on social media. That's why I will not be telling to the candidate to memorize. Yung
Mhm.
sinabi ko palagi is that you have your hugot. You have the hugot experience yourself. And you
Mhm.
must know, ikaw lang ang may alam sa experience mo. Na nagpunta ka sa Tondo, na nagpunta ka somewhere else, nag-house, nag-clean up ka, and what you ever think that you do, then tell the story. It's your story. It's your beauty that you are telling to the public.
Mm-mm. Happy birthday to you, Sir Dandy. Pa-shout out from Lapu-Lapu. Yeah. Hi, Chachi. Ayan. Chachi Lines. Hello.
Yeah. Hi,
Good thing.
Chachi.
Mhm. Ayun. So there you go. You mentioned experience, right? So in every question and answer, is experience really necessary to be mentioned?
Well, I would rather say yes, because the candidate is not asked about the definition. Let's say, for example, like premarital sex.
Mm-hmm.
A candidate should not talk about what is a premarital sex, but they
Mm-hmm.
should talk about what they think of premarital sex based on
Mm-hmm.
their history, based on their
Mm-hmm.
experience, based on their faith, and based on their belief.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some candidates would say, I was grown in a traditional family, and my
Mm-hmm.
parents had taught me that premarital sex is a no no for us. So I believe that there is no room for premarital sex in my life. That's the way
Wow.
she experienced for that.
Mm-hmm. So personal experience.
Yes, because how are you going to defend your own answer if you
Mm-hmm.
are not convinced, if you don't have the idea what it is all about?
Mm-hmm.
That is why in mentoring aspect, because not all candidates are learned and not
Mm-hmm.
all candidates know technicalities. Sometimes like in beauty pageant, in big beauty pageant, let's say for example in Miss Universe, I remember
Mm-hmm.
before, during the reign of Alicia Machado in
Mm-hmm.
1996, and then it's a Brooklyn in 1997, when Brooklyn was asked, um, what are you going to do in your life, that something like, ano ba yung gagawin mo sa yung buhay in a day, and then she said that I would eat twice, as in twice of all things. So
Mm-hmm.
it seems to us who didn't know much that it was just a joke. But if
Mm-hmm.
all of us knew what really had happening during the time, it was a
Mm-hmm.
big answer. It was a answer for us to know that
From her
to
experience,
be
yeah.
big from her experience, because Alicia Machado was bullied because she became,
Mm-hmm.
bulge. And then here comes
Mm-hmm.
now the next Miss Universe telling to the people that no, it's not about beauty, it's not about being bulge, but it's a definition of like, I will eat twice. So
Mm-hmm.
it is something that the candidate Brooklyn knew was what she's telling to us that time. So that was why I'm thinking, and I believe that if the candidate really understood her ways of looking things, and if she
Mm-hmm.
understood what she believes in, like in
Mm-hmm.
her advocacy, then
Mm-hmm.
that would be very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because what are happenings right now? Handlers are telling to the candidates, this is your advocacy. Kasi ginamit na ng advocacy yan. But how is the candidate going to defend the advocacy when even the candidates even didn't know how to do coastal cleanup? You are telling me that the candidate must do coastal cleanup because of the environment, because it's a beach. But the candidate never know what is coastal cleanup is all about. And then all are
Mm-hmm.
memorized. Useless.
Mm. Wow. Whew. Someone, well, here's Mami Roy. What is your message to a candidate who is anti-Chona? You know what anti-Chona
No,
is?
I didn't know Auntie Chona. Ate Chona? Auntie Chona. I didn't know. What's that?
Attitude. A
Ah,
candidate
my
with attitude.
gosh.
Yan.
Huwag
Mm-hmm.
siya magpa-mentor sa akin. Well, if the candidate is attitude, no, I would already
Mm-hmm.
tell. If you really
Mm-hmm.
wanted to become like this, because you really wanted to be the crown holder of that,
Mm-hmm.
change your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Because every contest has their own goals. I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe that a contest doesn't have any goals. There is always a goal. That is why people, like, for example, the Hari ng Filipinas, they have four core values. The Misters of the Filipinas, they have this uh, masculinity with responsibility. The Miss Universe, confidently beautiful, so something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Miss World has its own like And then Miss Earth is very environmentalist. So if you
Mhm.
are joining as such a pageant, you understood their advocacy at the very level. And then, ay, yung attitude mo dyan, um, paano mo, feeling ka maganda? My God, hindi yan pwede. Dahil a candidate is being helped. Candidate should
Mhm.
always look at it. Utang na loob niya yan sa mga handlers niya. Utang na loob niyan sa
Mhm.
mga tumutulong sa kanya. In fact, all candidates must tell, even in the social media, candidate will tell, i-like niyo yung page ko, i-like niyo ko, i-vote niyo ako. Tapos attitude ka. My God, this is not your place. I would rather tell immediately. If
Mhm.
you are that attitude, no room for you in this industry.
What do you think then is, in your own perspective, what is the proper attitude for before entering, or at least on entering, on becoming a beauty queen, rather?
Well, first is like you have a
Mhm.
discipline, first of yourself. Second is being grateful. No?
Mhm.
It's very, being grateful ka sa lahat ng mga tumutulong sa'yo. And the next is that diligent ka sa ginagawa mo. Because this is
Mhm.
not just like one night that bukas gaganda ka na. Hindi. You have to
Mhm.
go to the gym. You have to go to jog. You have to do exercise
Mhm.
a lot. So this is about diligent. This is about being grateful. And this is about being beautiful inside and out.
Mhm. And how about those candidates who you think are below average intelligence? How can you help?
Yeah.
How can you
Well,
help them, or how can you work with them when it comes to preparation to Q&A? Because you know that Q&A is a make or break to win the crown.
yes. Yeah, okay. So Q
Oh,
and
by the
A.
way, let us greet this. Happy birthday, Mamshi Dandy from Roy and Jiriel Mosqueda Sablas. Good evening to both of you, pageant masters. Oh, I'm not a pageant master. Yeah.
I
I'm
am not
so
also a
proud of
pageant
you,
master.
Mams Dandy. Jan Ezra, happy birthday to you. Wow, now wow. According to Clifford Roslinda Ibarra.
Yeah, ask
Wow,
him to
according
follow
to
your
yours.
page. You are my
Yeah.
friends. Yeah, they should follow your
Yes.
page,
Mhm.
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's go back to my question a while ago. How can you help someone who is below average?
Well, in a Q&A, because we are
Mm-mm,
Filipinos, we
mm-mm,
all bash if the candidate cannot speak English very well.
mm-mm,
But we have to look at in the perspective that a Q&A should have, for me, should have 70% logic in 30% language.
mm-mm,
Why? Because um, logic played a very important role in answering questions. Like
mm-mm,
when the candidate is answering questions, the candidate should have a big, or I would rather say, very nice first statement, very nice introduction, and then an
mm-mm,
explanation and the reason why the candidate choose that answer. And then the last part would be a big one, like a
mm-mm,
summary. So it's really like how something like you are writing like a theme, or just a writing a paragraph that
mm-mm,
there is always like an introduction, there is always like a reasoning, there is always like an explanation, and there is a proper ending, there's a summary at the end.
mm-mm,
And this would happen only in like 4 or 5 statement or sentences, and
mm-mm,
in 30 seconds or 45 seconds. So I would rather say that the logic should be good enough, and then the 30% of those answers should come from the language that the candidate choose.
mm-mm,
For those sinasabi na low IQ, I don't see that there is like a discrimination on a low IQ or high IQ.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm,
because as what I've said, it's the experience of the candidate that she is telling. It's
mm-hmm,
not about intelligent, no, but there are gifted communicators. They have good communication skills, yes, but sometimes communication skills is also a disadvantage to a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Because a candidate might be telling everything in 30 seconds, and the main thought were not, no, the question were not answered because it's just like
Mm-hmm.
telling, flowing, and so on. But where is now the answer from the question? Where is now the
Mm-hmm.
big statement of like, what for you is the responsibility, or like what for you means masculinity with responsibility. And then the candidate might talk about responsibility, being masculine, going to the gym, and so on. But what is really masculinity is all about? So
Mm-hmm.
that is why I'm thinking that the logic should be part of the mentoring. Talk to
Mm-hmm.
to this group of hopefuls, and
Mm-hmm.
then they have the language.
Happy
You know
birthday,
the
Sir Dandy
tablet.
from Vince von Kaiser. Hi, Vince! Ayan. And according to Mami Roy, matakot na kayo at nandyan na si Ma'am si Dandy Camp 101.
My
Ayan.
God, no. I'm just new also. I'm just new to this, no. It's not really that.
Ayan. If that's the case, then Dandy, no, if it's really, if logic and analytical is really matters in preparation for Q&A, how long would you offer to train a candidate,
Well,
depending on their capability. Uh-huh.
Capability. Let's say, for example, the candidate really needs a help of the language. Then,
Mm-hmm.
my God, it's very difficult. You need to have like
Mm-hmm.
an English teacher to do that. And the candidate also
Mm-hmm.
must learn how to speak the language. If it's really
Mm-hmm.
like a requirement that the candidate must speak the language like English. But if that would be because for me, I said language is like 30%. But only Filipinos that we have really difficult to understand. Bakit siya nagtatagalog? Bakit siya nagbibisaya?
Mm-hmm.
Was that part of being intelligent? Was that part of being logical enough?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because we really wanted our candidate to be English speakers.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps one of the reasons as well why um, Filipino candidates are expected to speak in English because, um, well, Philippines is known for an English-speaking country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we have that kind of course actually that English is a second language. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true anymore. We
Mm-hmm.
are not now the main speakers of the English language. No, in
Mm-hmm.
fact, India is one of the main speakers of the language. But yeah, it's only us that is kept telling us that we are very good in English. But
Mm-hmm.
we are using Filipino English. And sometimes those people are copying the way the British say it, the Americans would say it,
Accents.
and yeah, accents were there. So malilito ka, pumupunta ka lang sa ibang lugar sa Pilipinas, bakit ibang accent niya? Parang nasa London ako ngayon. And then pagbaba mo, parang nasa Australia na siya, New Zealand na siya. So, yun, no, mahirap yun. Kasi nga, we
Uh,
equated our being intelligence with English. My God, it's
mhm,
not about it. No, it's not about speaking in English that you're intelligent.
mhm, mm,
Speaking in English that you are logical enough. That's why I said to equip every candidate to become good in the Q&A, the first
mhm,
mentor that should look at it is like how logical the candidate is
mhm,
telling her story. And then, pag kulang pa, i-help out yung kanyang English na part. Well, I'm not an English person because I'm a mathematician myself. I'm working on my dissertation for my PhD in math. So, kaya nga, di-deny ko yung pagkaka-English ko kasi I'm not that English. But I look at the candidate as very logical. So, for me, that's a need for being a
mhm.
candidate.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that being logical or logic is definitely necessary for answering question and answer in pageantry, not just by preparing answers in
Yes.
because it's no longer tailored. I think that is very necessary when you tailor your answer to the questions, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Hi,
agree on that.
Gabon Gire L. Good evening po sa inyong dalawa. Waving from Season, Pangasinan. Hi, good evening to you, Dan Delicious. Yan. I wish to be trained too by Sir Dandy. Oh my God. Ayan,
My
no.
God, thank
Mm.
you for that. Nowadays,
Ah,
I
France
trained
was sexy.
local pageants. Yeah,
France was sexy now. Yeah, I.
well, very for sexy, Francois sexy.
Mm-mm-hmm. All right. So, guys, if you have any questions, please drop your questions down below. When we return, we have another guest actually, and yeah, we'll try to take a look, and listen to how he properly answers the questions. All right. All right, so I'll see you then, guys, and please stay tuned after the and we will return after this short break. Yeah.
Yeah, kakatakot yun after the break.
Yes, we are back with our special guest, of course, Dandy Estrera. And this time, we have a guest from Misters of Filipinas, well, a candidate actually of Misters of Filipinas 2021 from Kamsur. So please, let's all welcome once again Dandy Estrera and, of course, our guest, Josh DIÑO. Right. Actually,
Hello.
Josh,
Hi,
Oh my
someone's
everyone.
God,
already looking for
when I
you.
knew, yeah, yeah,
Thank you so
Roy is
much.
looking
Happy
for Joss.
birthday, Dundee.
Yeah, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Joss. Thank you for the when I have seen
Mm-hmm.
the
The
posters. Oh my
poster.
God, why that pageant Mags is asking Joss to be in this interview? My God, Joss doesn't need any more like a mentor. He had very good communication skills.
But of course, I need people to help me, of course, and I have a
Yeah.
lot of things to
Mag-greet ka daw muna. Mag-greet daw si Joss. Sige, Joss. Mag-greet ka
All right.
muna.
Go ahead,
So,
Josh.
hello, good evening to everyone who's watching Pageant Mag Philippines tonight, live on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, thank you so much, Francois and Dandy, for having me tonight as your guest. It's such an honor to be back here again at Pageant Mag Philippines. And yun, sobrang saya ko lang, excited tonight. And thank you so much.
Totoo ba? Are you really excited for tonight's episode?
Or napilitan
Yes,
lang.
of course.
And this was really a very short notice because I
Yeah,
only
yeah. I
asked
couldn't say no.
Josh, um, like early, like at the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So there,
Yeah.
ayun. So I just want to brief Josh of what's gonna happen in here. So
Mhm.
we have prepared. I actually prepared three questions in here for you to answer, and then Dandy will give his comments or opinions, or somehow will critique your answer, and will give you some tips and techniques on how to do it better. All right, are you ready
Okay.
for that?
Yes, of course. I'm so much
Ako
ready and
atang
open.
natatakot eh. My God.
Okay, so let's start it with the first question. I don't know how personal would this be, or how difficult this would be. All right, so it's actually a very personal question,
Mhm.
Josh. Okay, so here it is. Have you ever cheated on your partner? If yes, why and when?
Okay, so this will actually tackle a lot about my past.
Mhm.
And of course, I'm not in a relationship right now, but if looking back to my previous partner, I actually have cheated. Yeah, I'm guilty, and I know I've changed, and what happened actually changed me a lot, and it taught me so much to the point that I have to guard my heart again in
Mhm.
order for me to like mature more. And I've learned that what I needed to do to be able to compensate to what I did was to actually train my heart to build more a relationship that is more meaningful and a deeper relationship more than a relationship that is dwelling on sexual relations and such. And to the question why and when, I think there's no justification as to um, when it comes to cheating.
Mhm.
I can always say the reason, of course, but it could not justify the act of cheating.
The
And
action.
I think that of course I'm guilty on that part, and I would rather not say why because of course um all the blame should go back to me as the
Mhm.
one who cheated. And as to when that happened back in 2018 or 2019.
Wow, it's really very personal, and I'm sorry
Yeah,
about
really, really
that.
personal. But
Yeah,
I
yeah. You may
actually,
not answer that, Josh. This is a live
Mhm.
interview. So,
Mhm.
oh,
Mhm.
yeah. So TMI.
yeah.
Hello,
But yeah,
hello
like
po. Good
any other
evening. Yeah.
person, I
Mhm.
am a person who is changing. I am a person who
Mhm.
is learning, and that experience really taught me a lot. And I think I really want other people to learn the same things I've learned without going through the same experience, so that they would not hurt another person or another person, anyone else, by extension of what you are going to do or what you are actually doing to your partner. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, before we ask Dundee on his opinion on how you answered, there's actually a follow up question in here from
My
Roy.
God, why there's a
Yeah.
follow up?
Do
This is
you
a Q and
believe?
A. Well, a Q&A doesn't have any follow up at all. I don't see. Saan bang pageant yun na may follow up ang Q&A?
Anyways, since it's very related, no, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
related
And I
question.
would
So,
love to answer the question as
mhm.
well.
Yeah, do you
Well,
believe that
Josh,
cheater?
you have the freedom not to answer that.
Yeah,
I
I'll ask you later, all right?
Thank you, thank you.
I'll ask you later, okay? So the question is, do you believe that once a cheater is always a cheater?
I definitely disagree
Mhm.
because I believe that any person could change.
Mhm.
And that capacity to change is always equal to every person, no matter what he or she did in the past. And
Mm-mm.
the past of a person does not define him, so long as the person wants to learn and the person wants to improve, and the person acknowledges his or her mistake. And this I think this is a rule of thumb for people, but is there's always a break for rules. Rules are meant to be broken. So yeah, there are people like me who are rule breakers for this rule of thumb.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Sige.
that's the time that I'm asking you, Dandy. What can you say on how he answered the question? So, this is not including the follow up question a while ago, or the
Yeah, yeah, I
related
know.
question. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a casual interview, TV, I
Mm-hmm.
like YouTube guesting. So Joss has really the opportunity to explain himself. He had no time limit. It was a free flowing, when you look at it, free flowing thoughts, logic
Mm-hmm.
wise, and so on. In fact, there was no logic first that Joss has been imposing to himself when he said, um, cheating, I did something like that. But if it would be in a Q&A, like time bounded, I would rather say Joss must have tell that cheating does not any good at all. That's your
Mm-hmm.
first line, which is you have mentioned it that it does not give you any good at all. So like that's your first line, and then you would say that um, um, the explanation is very nice when you said I am learning. That means when you say I am learning, you have cheated. But I am learning, going through the process, and that would give us tremendous uh, understanding that this kind of person is really wanted to change, really fighting for what he had done. And
Mm-hmm.
then there was, because he has not summarized his answer, but for me the last line should be, um, in this learning process, I strive my very best not
Mm-hmm.
to do it again, because there are a lot of people that who will be hurt, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So same message, but shortened answers. And very big impact when I say cheating does not do any good at all.
Mm-hmm.
Pop. As a mentor, as a judge, I would say, oh my God, that's a signature line.
Mm-hmm. All
If it
right.
is in a pageant, if it is in a Q&A. But since this
Mm-hmm.
is a free-flowing activities that we
Mm-hmm.
have, so I would, because we are, Q&A mentor nowadays should not mentor anymore for Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
They should mentor also their candidates what to say in front of the public. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling Joss, you may answer that or you may not answer that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are things that the candidate doesn't like to share his idea, his experiences in life.
Mm-hmm.
So there is always a venue of the telling that the candidate like, huwag mong sabihin na ganon. Huwag mong sabihin yung mga ganito. Dahil
Mm-hmm.
we should be prudent enough.
Mm-hmm.
Lalo na sa
what
mga live
what to
shows.
share should be prudent, what to
Yes.
share, yeah.
Yeah. Yung ma-share mo lang is according to what you believe na dapat malalaman ng sangkatauhan. Worldwide ito eh. Kasi we are in social media. So yun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, a Q&A mentor should also do that one. Dati, when I started Q&A mentoring, I never talk about it. But when this Facebook Live was there,
Mm-hmm.
my God, iba na. Even yung mga statement, even yung mga pinopost ng candidate doon sa kanilang social media account, I would rather tell to the candidates not to do it. Because you
Mm-hmm.
are not, it's your signature. It's your, you know, you should be proud of what you're sharing on social media because it's your personality, it's your experiences. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even
what
sharing.
about what about the idea of using somehow famous quotations from a philosopher, from known person. What about that? Is that also helpful? Say, for example, in what in the case of
Rufa Gutierrez did.
no,
Rufa
one
Gutierrez
moment.
did it.
In the case of Josh a while ago, he could have
Yeah.
mentioned like change is constant from Heraclitus, like something like that. Would that be also useful?
Well, some judges would think that it sounds intelligent to
Mm-hmm,
memorize who said that so, but
mm-hmm,
it's given. There are statement that's given already that everybody knew. Like
mm-hmm,
change is constant. No need to tell it's
mm-hmm,
from Heraclitus. Like
mm-hmm,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder from the book, The Little Prince, and so on. It's
mm-hmm,
given. Or about this what's that golden rule, everybody knew it.
mm-hmm.
So I don't think
Confucius,
you
yeah.
should tell, yeah, to
Mm-hmm,
tell that it's from this guy and the guy.
mm-hmm,
Well, it helps you sound intelligent because some of the
mm-hmm,
judges and some of the Filipino bashers are looking at that perspective. But
mm-hmm,
please don't end that one. You're not
mm-hmm,
telling your that you end up beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's why I see that when I see beauty is only in the perspective of what I think and what people should think. But you explain how you believe about it. You
mm-hmm,
tell your audience what am I looking for in the line of the thoughts that I am sharing.
mm-hmm,
Because you are not just having that quotation and after all you end up telling na tapos na yung Q&A mo or tapos na yung ano mo, yung explanation on a certain areas. No.
mm-hmm,
Kasi parang sinabi mo lang. But what's
mm-hmm.
really that meant for you?
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, Josh, is it okay if we could entertain some questions at the comment section?
Of course, sure.
Mhm.
And I'm learning
Shout,
from Dundee, so I kind of know what to do.
yeah, good. But shout out from Southern Leyte. Hi, Daniels or Daniels Chick. Good evening to you. Ay, ikaw pala ata mag-shout out, Dandy, kasi ikaw ang niya o binati niya.
You're
Uh-huh. On mute. Dandy, you're on mute. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm here. Shout out daw kay Jason Bardelas. Oh, Jason Bardelas is one of the candidates of the Misters of the
yes,
Filipinas.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he is. He
Hi,
is.
Jason
sir.
from GMA Cavite. All right.
Yeah.
So, there's a question in here from Reynantes Waner. Let's assume you won 1 million jackpot. What would you do with it?
Okay, so there are a lot of things that I've been thinking about when it comes to winning something, and of course, it's very relevant to almost every candidate for Misters of Filipinas because we're about to win something, or we're all vying to win for something, and win the title. And I think what I'm gonna do right now, because as I told you earlier, I'm learning, I've changed. And one thing that I've changed about myself is being prudent and about my finances. And I think I would spend it on the most important things that we need right now, or I need, because right now we don't have our own home yet as a family. I grew up in a rented space for 25 years. We've been here, and I think I would buy a house and lot for my family, because that would be a great gift for my mom, because I love her so much.
Why not, 'di ba? If 1M is good enough.
Yeah.
Just kidding yeah.
I
Oh,
actually have looked for houses and lots, and I think 1 million would give you a house, but
would
it's not that
suffice.
big. Yeah, and we are big. We're a big family, so yeah,
Mhm.
it could start up the construction, but it would not, like, compensate completely.
Mhm, mhm. At least a lot first, right? At least a
Yeah.
space to put to build your house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you so much. And we have here a question from Roy. Tell us, where should you go? To the left where nothing is right, or to the right where nothing is left?
Okay. So this is a choice between righteousness or being righteous,
Mm-hmm.
choosing righteousness or choosing desolation. And I think I would go to the right where there is nothing left, because I can always create something and produce something with whatever I have inside of me, and it's not actually contingent to what is out there, and it's a better option over being unrighteous or being going to the left where there is nothing right,
Mm-hmm.
because I would rather keep my head straight and my mental health intact in order for me to like continue in life.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dandy.
That was well. The question is um,
Very
somewhat
tricky. Mm-hmm.
tricky, confusing,
Mm-hmm.
but Joss managed it to explain in his own perspective. Though he is like running left and right also because of
Mm-hmm.
like how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I would rather if he had just like a little bit of preparation in like in his mind that this is a uh, time bounded, then he should
Mm-hmm.
be telling first that like um either being righteous or being doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That would be his first line. Doing the right
Mm-hmm.
thing will never get you wrong,
Mm-hmm.
even if nothing has left for you. I believe that pak in Joe's experience, and then he would say, I would still do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Finished.
I would still choose to be the right
Yeah,
when nothing is
correct.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like what he mentioned a while ago, that
yeah.
he can build at least,
Yeah.
diba? He can build something from from nothingness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Nothingness. Oh, very philosophical na naman ang term natin.
Yeah, but
Nothingness.
you know what I really like Joss.
Mhm,
I watched Joss on his interview here and some of
mhm,
his interview with Missology. No, I think you were in the
mhm,
Missology already. He's very conversant, very good in communication skills.
mhm.
Yeah,
All
and
right. Mhm. Yulalin Paabot Tampos. Hi, Sir Randy Chanister. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Ayun, birthday
thank you,
daw.
Yula. Yeah. Alam mo ba yan si Yola? Siya nagbibigay sa akin ng sangkatutak naman ni mentor ko ngayon. As in. So, but still, I'm doing fine, no? Though
Mhm.
I'm busy with my work, but you know,
Ang swerte
I'm
naman
here to
nila.
help.
Ang
Yeah.
swerte nila, di ba? They're very lucky to have you. They're very fortunate,
Well, the
di ba?
difficulty of mentoring right now is that you only mentor
For
candidates
a
through
short
web,
time.
short time and web,
Yeah.
no?
Mm-hmm.
Hindi mo makikita yung facial expression niya, hindi mo makikita kung yung nanginginig na ba siya, you know. It's really like only that thing, no? Siguro ano, baguhin ko 'tong mentorship style na dapat may mga camera na sila na nakaharap sa kanila when they answer the question, dapat naka-handle na sila ng microphone and so on. That's really like difficulty in mentoring right now dahil sa pandemic ngayon.
Okay. We have another question here. This is coming from Wison Bitong Tablizo Valdez. Would you change your religion for the sake of love?
'Di ba ito
Yeah,
yung
yeah.
tanong kay ano, kay Miss Universe
Sham.
candidate,
Shamsi.
Yeah.
Shamsi ba 'to?
Shamsi Sup
Yeah,
Sup. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as
sige.
for me, I believe that every person is defined by what he believes in, and I think that um, I would not change my faith for the sake of love, because I know that my faith has defined me and has made me who I am up to the moment. And whoever loves me knows no faith, no religion, and no categorization. As long as she loves me and I love her, that's all that matters.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
30
Comment.
seconds, joke.
Yeah, comment ko. The first
Mm-hmm.
three statements, yun, it is always your thinking. So don't announce it to the public anymore that what you think, what you believe, because it's all about your opinion. In a Q&A, it would be nice if we would say, I will never change my religion out of love. Because being in love, yung sinabi mo na, is beyond religion, beyond something like that. And I wouldn't change my faith out of those. Kasi naglalagay ka ng fillers eh. We call it
Um,
Mm-hmm.
fillers. Oo.
yeah.
Like so something like that. Um parang kung ako yung makikinig sa iyo, ako yung judge, sabihin ko, is he sure what he is telling me? He is only thinking. Remember that a Filipino, when we say thinking, parang nag-iisip lang. Pwedeng hindi tama, pwedeng hindi totoo, no? That's the
Mm-hmm.
way we anticipate things when you say I think about it. Like when you say, "Can we have a dinner tomorrow?" And then Filipino answer would say, "I think about it." So that means yes or no, no? So if I am the judge, I would rather say, tama kaya? Or is he telling me what he's really been believing in? So, that's why ang ano ko sa'yo is that huwag ka mag-fillers. Huwag mo nang sabihin yun. Diretso ka
Yeah.
na
Mm-hmm.
um, I would not change religion. Oh, I would not change religion out of because of love. Because being in love is beyond chu yung mga sinabi mo na ang gaganda. Nakaka-in love. Yung pag
Mm-hmm.
sinabi mong hindi, I will not change religion because out of love. Pag ako yung judge, because, oh my God, that's my guy. Diretso.
Okay. I got that
All
noted.
right. Hmm.
Thank you so
There's
much.
an there's another one in here, Josh, from Chachi Lines. How will you deal with the member of the LGBT who is a transgender compared to a formal, discreet one? Go, Josh.
I will her or deal with her, um, him or her. I will deal with them, um, like how I deal with every other person in the society, because I believe that they
Diyos, huwag mong
are,
gamitin ng I believe nga eh.
yeah, yeah. I actually,
Don't
my
put
mind actually
fillers.
told me that.
Yeah.
um, and
Sorry, Diyos. Sorry, kinat kita.
yeah, it's alright.
So parang nagme-mentor ako tuloy eh. Parang mini-mentor kita tuloy eh.
It's alright. It's alright. And
Sorry. Yeah.
I love this. I love what we're doing, and I know it's helping me.
Mm-hmm.
Sige.
So
Balik mo
yeah.
yung answer mo. Balik mo.
Okay.
Gumawa ka ng statement. Lagay ka ng
Panibago.
big
Yeah.
statement.
Okay.
Panibago. Like, what's your opening statement? And then what's your explanation? And then what's your ending statement? Na may
Okay.
impact. Sige, go.
Okay. I'll go with this. Transgenders and the LGBT community is just like any other member of the community, and I would treat them the way I treat anyone else, with love and respect, because they deserve it.
Wow. Bravo.
Ah, di ba?
No more
Oh,
explanation.
di ba?
I'm
No.
learning.
Bravo. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all right, so let's proceed to one of our prepared questions in here. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. What will you do if you find out that your girlfriend is pregnant for another guy?
It's here?
Okay.
Mhm.
Napaisip ako dun. So,
Yeah. That's the pageant question, my dear. My God.
Yeah, that's a pageant. Actually, it's a question asked um to a female pageant, to a female candidate. So
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, what will you do if you found that you are pregnant? If you find you are pregnant for your boyfriend. So I just
Oh.
revised it. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Iba-iba yun kasi babae yun eh. Tapos
Oh,
candidate ka
syempre,
ng
oh, lalaki
ano.
naman to, oh,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Sige, ito lalaki si Joss. What you
Alangan
will
naman
do?
'yun ang tanong ko sa
So
kanya.
what you will ano yon? What you will do
What what
when you
will you
found
do
out that your
if you find
girlfriend.
out that your girlfriend is pregnant for another guy?
As a loving man, the first
Uh-huh.
thing I would do is to know who the guy is and to make sure that he will give the woman that I love the kind of love that I know she deserves, and of course the baby and the love that the baby deserves, and the care and the protection that they deserve.
Yeah, very hypothetical question. Very,
Yeah,
very hypothetical. Napaisip
but if
talaga si
I'll be honest,
Josh.
I would freak out.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I would definitely freak out.
Yeah.
In reality, you'll definitely freak out, right?
Yeah. But at the back of my mind, always think straight. So as honest as I can be, I would do that. I would
Mhm,
definitely know who the guy is to make
mhm,
sure that it's worth it. Yeah, and that my girlfriend could have the protection and the care, and also at the same time the um accountability.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, your comment, Dandy.
Ang hirap nun, ang hirap. Ako kasi 'no, parang
Yeah.
if a guy is asked that on a pageant, my God, I would, no, I would
What?
never ask.
Isip ko pa lang parang nakakagalit. Ganun.
Yeah, kasi it's really difficult, no? It's really difficult. So, for example, pageant na talaga kasi ibabagsak mo 'yun kahit anong tanong
Yeah.
sasagutin mo, eh, Q&A.
Uh-huh.
Sige, how would you find out that the girlfriend is pregnant for another guy? Si Joss napaisip. But I would rather tell Joss to use kasi ginamit niya yung term na trust eh. May word siyang ginamit na trust.
Mhm.
Um, pwede niya sabihin doon, trust is broken as a first line.
Mhm.
And I will ensure that my girlfriend is still in the right person even if I am not. Yun na, sabihin mo na. Kasi parang ito yung statement mo na. Anong reason? Kaya mo bang tanggapin siya na kayo pa rin, na buntis siya sa iba or hindi na? Pag kaya mo, I would sabihin mo, but I will still love the person.
Oh.
Kahit
Yeah.
that happens to her. And I will still love the person. Kung love mo si person. Pero pag hindi na, kasi yung statement mo is the trust is broken, pwede mo sabihin, I will ensure that my girlfriend is still in the right person even if I am not around.
That's really,
So
really
the statement
great.
there was telling that ayaw mo na, pero ibibigay mo pa rin yung maganda sa kanya. Kasi yun nga problema sa pageant, di ibabato kahit anong question. Pero yeah, and we are
This
still
is
on
really
the
very
idea of the time
unexpected,
bound.
right?
45
Yeah.
minutes maximum,
Mhm.
30 seconds minimum. Yeah.
Ayan. Si Roy nag-comment, the last answer is natural when he said he will freak out. Love that. Don't hold back. Judges will love the way you answer naturally rather than having pageant patty answer, which is correct. Kasi when you are trying to be
Yeah, which is
nice, 'di
correct.
ba? When you are trying to be nice, as perfect as you must be, 'di ba? That's already ano eh, that's really impossible. It's unrealistic.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yes.
would rather have to,
So pwede
you know,
sabihin niya, I
mm,
will, what's that?
siguro, you
I'll
know
freak
what?
out because trust is
You know what?
broken.
You know what the first answer or the first statement should be, definitely I will freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will freak out because trust is broken.
Mm-hmm. Diba? Definitely the first word is the first sentence is, I will freak out. Diba? I've loved
Yeah.
her and my trust was broken.
Yeah.
Diba?
But Joss' first
Mhm.
answer to the question was not about freaking out. That's why
Yeah, because he was
ito yung ano
very
natin.
nice, the ideal man,
Mm.
right?
At the back of my mind, I'm freaking out.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the ideal man. Like everybody loves, parang like every woman would love to have, diba?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
that's so
diba?
that's so good to hear. Thanks for
No,
saying that.
just
Now,
just because of how you answered it, diba?
now
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Mm-mm. How do you feel right now?
Iuwi ka daw
Better
ni
now.
Roy sa Papua. My
From the
Uwi ka
God.
na raw
trauma.
ni Riz. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's an honest answer, actually, to be expected of you. Yeah. And
Sobrang
that's
walang
more.
kaplastikan, di ba?
Oo.
Yeah.
Oo. And, di ba sabi nga natin kanina, sabi mo kanina, you just mentioned a while ago, Dandy, that you choose what to share, 'di ba? And
Yes.
this is the
Yeah.
best opportunity to share what you feel,
Yes,
'di
yes.
ba?
But sometimes kasi, yung candidate is meron siyang, like the way Joss construct
Mm,
his logic and construct
mm,
the way that he wanted to share. It was
mm.
something like very nice, something like
Yeah. No, the reason I believe
royalty.
I believe that the reason why Josh mentioned said it that way because he was thinking of being kingly, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Being nice, trying to please everyone, that he is a nice person.
But yeah,
Yes,
but
we are
that
all
that's
nice.
that's his personality. That's his
That
personality, and we cannot question that, no?
we cannot
But when
question that if we
but when
do not.
he meant yeah, but
Yeah,
when he
we
mentioned
cannot
that
question that when he did
honestly,
not say freak out. Di ba?
but when he said honestly, I would freak out, and that's the
That's
thing that
breaking.
that yeah, that's the thing that the Q&A mentor should learn also.
Mm-mm. That's
Kasi
breaking the
hindi mo
consistency.
mami-mentor, yeah, hindi mo
Mm-mm.
mami-mentor ang isang candidate kung hindi mo siya kilala.
That's right. Mhm.
Never mo
And
ma-mentor.
Josh, that's breaking the consistency at the end. When you said that I'm gonna freak out. Mm-mm. See?
Sige.
Yeah.
Di ba? How are you, Josh? Do you still
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
doing
continue
great
this?
now. I've recovered from the trauma.
All right, let's
I just couldn't
do
imagine that
some.
happening.
Yeah, that could definitely be asked, 'di ba? Especially
Yeah.
for male pageantry. This is also possible. I think I will send this to Mr. of Filipinas. All right. Let's go somewhere. Oh, there's a light question in here. If you could be on a cover magazine, which would you choose and why? We are not promoting anything,
Yeah.
okay? So that's fine if you could mention something.
I would choose to be on the Time magazine
Mhm.
because as a person, I've always wanted to make a change in this world. And if I will be there, that means that I've changed something or have made an influence and impact to not just my inner society, my inner circle, but to a bigger portion of the world. And that would mean a lot to me.
Mhm. See? Parang ano, napaka-easy sa'yo nito.
Mm. But if it could be in a pageant, I
Mhm.
would rather tell Joss to say, to be in Time magazine, it's an honor, or
Mhm.
to be in the Time magazine makes a difference because I can do this, I can help out this,
Mhm.
and it's an avenue for me to share what I really believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Diba?
And then I can say like I can do more and
Yeah, you can
keep
do
on
more
doing what
and
I'm
like that.
doing because
Yes.
it's been affirmed and validated by Time Magazine.
Yeah. Yeah. There is no double barrel questions here. Yeah.
Mm.
There is a so-called double barrel questions. Like Catriona Gray's question on the Miss
For
Universe 2018.
mm,
Yeah, if you try to look at it, why she won in the Q&A, and on that, like when like three final contestants, then you will
Mm-hmm.
know why the judges choose her.
mm,
It's a double barrel question, like what you experience and how do you apply this experience as a Miss Universe. So I believe
Mm-hmm.
there is no double barrel questions over there.
Of course,
But
of course. Actually, one of the things that the judges is looking for is your confidence and, of course, your shall I
being witty,
say? I'm sorry,
being witty. Yeah,
being
yung
witty. Yeah.
witty, alam mo yung questions. Let's say,
Conviction. Conviction
yeah,
is the
yeah.
word. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
yung very ano ka ba, yung alam mo yung sinasabi mo na let's say for example, that question, no? Um, Kaya for me, that's why Catriona won that one. Kasi sinabi ni Catriona, and I will bring this aspect on her experience to
Mm-hmm.
as a Miss Universe and something like that. So she answered the questions.
That's right.
So there are
Mm-hmm.
two questions on that. Kaya sinabi ko, minsan may mga double barrel questions, but mostly babae ang tinatanong ng mga ganito, not the men.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi sa men naman, very straightforward lang ang mga tanong. But if there are double barrel questions that because we are talking about mentoring here, so we
Mm-hmm.
have to tell to the mentors, even candidates should know that there are double barrel questions. Pakinggan mo na mabuti yung tanong and then isipin mo, anong isasagot ko sa tanong na ito? There are two questions.
Mm-hmm.
How to answer these two questions?
Okay. So
Yeah, I want Josh to look at it.
yeah, one last question on our challenge, okay? Before we proceed to the next challenge, which is gonna be timered, no? Okay.
Time bounded.
Oh sige, time bounded if
Ay,
it's
hindi pa
time
pala tayo
bound.
nag-time bounded. My God, it's
Wala pa.
9:21 already. Parang nag 1 hour
Alright.
na kaya tayo.
More than an hour already. 1 hour and 15. Okay, so one last question here. What will you do if you find out your current parents are not your biological parents?
it would take some time for me to process that, but in time I will realize that what matters more is how they treated me and how they raised me in my 25 years of existence. And for sure I know who they are, and I have this deeper understanding of how much they love me, how much they've given up everything just to give me the
Mhm.
life that I have right now. And eventually, I would, of course, love them harder, because loving someone who is not blood related to
Mhm.
yourself is something that is really hard to do. But they
Mhm.
pulled it off for 25 years and they were really great doing that.
Mhm.
Tumpak.
Ayun.
Not time bounded.
Not time bounded. So,
Kasi si Josh
oh,
kasi na pagka is very, as I've mentioned, he's very conversational.
mhm.
Masarap pakinggan. If you have heard him a lot, parang, this is the kind of guy that I really wanted to shine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
thank you
thought
so much.
I thought the kind of guy that you wanted to marry. Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, we have a question here coming from Vince von Kaiser. Which profession will you choose? A doctor that can save lives or a teacher that can change lives? So,
Time bounded.
no, not yet, not yet, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Mhm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To change and to save lives is not always bounded in one profession. It's something that you can do no matter what your profession is. And I think that it's better for you to have or to choose the profession of your dreams and do just that and be able to do the same thing to change and to save lives.
All right. Oh, Dandy, your comment.
Teka muna.
Dandy.
Napakinggan ko yung last line niya. Sinabi niya na what really you dream and doing no
Mm-hmm.
is a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Gusto ko yung time bounded nito. Sige, Josh. Answerin mo siya ni time bounded. Kasi free flowing kasi si Josh eh. Yung pag-judge ka, tingnan mo siya na, ang ganda, ang cute, yung maamo ang mukha.
Okay, sige.
But if I am a
Town-bounded
candidate,
role.
yeah, if I am a candidate, if I'm a candidate, teka muna, if I am a candidate, and then i-ask ito sa akin, which profession will you choose? A doctor can save life, a teacher can save life. The best profession is the thing that you want to work on for the betterment of humanity. It doesn't mean that you're a doctor, a teacher, an engineer. As long as your main goal is to help humanity, that's a great profession.
That's the best answer I've heard.
Kasi, well, some people would say, doctor kasi they're saving lives. But,
Mm-hmm.
ma-agree ka dun na teachers are also teaching doctors to save lives.
Mm-hmm.
So, para itong chicken and egg.
Okay. So are we going to ask Josh to answer that with a timer?
Okay, sige. Timer and then
Okay.
yung ano, Joss, bibigyan na kita ng yung good yung first line mo, yung may signature, yung it's a blast. The first statement is a blast, a signature. And then your explanation, and then your reason, bakit mo nasabi yung mga opening statement mo, and then a summary is something like a summary at the end, which yung bang, di ba pag magsusulat ka, big impact yon pag ang ganda ng last line. Kahit magsasalita ka, it's always been a good thing that the last line is like impact. May impact siya. Yung iisipin ng judges na, that's it. Ito yun. Nawala yung buong explanation mo dahil ito na yun. Ito yung sinasabi niya. Okay? So, yun ang structure na pagbabasihan natin. And then,
Okay.
with this time out.
Okay, so you're going to read the question. So can you see the question on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Should I answer
Dandy,
the same question again?
yeah, according to him, that's what he said, right?
Okay.
So, ibang question.
It's gonna
No,
Oh,
it's
ibang
a
question
different
ba?
question.
Yeah.
Ibang
Oh,
question.
I think
Kawawa
it's-
mo si Josh.
mali.
Makompensa sa aking
No,
answer.
we'll do that then. We'll do that then when we return. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do the time bounded. We'll do the timer when we return after this short break. Okay.
Okay.
So pagpahingahin muna natin si Josh.
Yeah. Thank
Sandwich
you.
approach,
Kasi
short
na-pressure
Yeah,
siya. Okay.
tama si Kuya Roy, si Ma'am
Mm.
Roy. Sandwich approach, yeah. Start with
Yeah.
start with a juicy palaman and a powerful end.
All right. So
Teacher talaga
guys,
si Kuya Roy, si Ma'am Roy. Kukuha
okay.
lang ako ng tubig para
Okay, guys. So please stay tuned. We will definitely return after this short break for more surprises. All right.
yeah, kukuha ako ng tubig, inom ako. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we are back still with our special guest, DUNDEE ESTRERA. And of course, with Misters of Filipinas 2021 candidate from CAMSUR, Josh DIÑO. Yes, hello, Josh.
All right, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
needed this break. I need refresher, so I grabbed some water.
Yeah, likewise, I have some water here with me as well.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, so yes, Dandy, how are you?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
fine. I went downstairs and some of my friends are watching on YouTube.
Mhm.
So parang may delay ng konti, like few seconds. So when I
Absolutely,
arrived
yeah,
there, yeah.
absolutely.
So yun, parang
Mm.
nag-uusap-usap pa kami. May mga hypothetical questions silang tinanong sa akin. What if daw, if the person is na found out ko na gano'n, na ganyan, sinabi ko na ano, cut off yung allowance.
Okay, so
Um,
let's continue with a time-bounded challenge. Okay,
Whew.
are you ready with this, Josh?
Yes.
Okay, so okay, just give me
ang
one
gwapo talaga
second
ni
here.
Josh, sabi nila.
Here.
Of course, 'di ba? Ayan. Hmm. So we have a timer in here. Can you see that on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question is here. One moment. Dandy,
Yes.
I want you to read the question before I start the timer, okay? Because I'm going to control this on my end. Okay?
Yeah. So where's the question?
So in my on my cue. One, two, three. Here's the question.
Do you think it's normal to make love to your partner outside of marriage?
Expressing love is normal when it comes to relationships, and I think that making love is the ultimate expression of your feelings, and I think that this is something that we should be doing as long as we have developed deeper and meaningful relationship already with the person that we're doing it with.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much, Josh.
All right.
Balikan natin ang tanong.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's normal to make love to your partner outside of marriage? Nasagot naman niya.
Yeah.
Maganda naman
That's
yung
his honest
introduction niya.
question.
That's his honest question.
I mean, honest answer, rather.
Oh, honest answer rather. But may mga fillers siyang ginawa.
Yeah.
Yes. Bakit? Bakit naano ko yung mga fillers? Dahil it seems to me that Joss is not really that convinced of what he is telling.
Yeah, I have actually have certain reservations when it comes to this. Kasi I believe that I'm not on a position where I can impose certain principles to certain individuals. Of course, this has two sides:
Yeah.
the being liberated and being conservative. And I think
Mhm.
that being conservative, it would say that it's not normal, it's not right. And
Yeah.
liberated people would actually say that it's okay, it's normal. So as for me, I'm in the middle of that. I'm in the balance. At the back of my mind, I would say that yeah, it is normal, and we should let people do their thing, so long
Mm-hmm.
as they are responsible, so long as they are they know what they're doing and the consequences of that. And at the same time, at the back of at the like rare part of my mind, like I know it would like hurt conservatives
Mm-hmm.
and people who like people like me who are Christians, that who know me, and for me to say that it is normal or actually give a blessing to people who do that outside of marriage. Yeah, that's the basically
Mhm.
the crisis happening inside
Yeah.
my mind
But
right now.
answering the question really is making a statement.
Mm-hmm.
I would already say that answering that kind of question is really like making a statement of
Mhm.
your experience.
Yeah,
You have mentioned that you're a Christian. You have your own belief system,
yeah.
and yeah, and there's no way to go half half.
But is it
Um,
alright if they like yeah, what I told you earlier, that I'm not in the position to dictate to people in relationships what they
yes, but
should
you,
and should not do.
yeah, but you always think this way. You are
I
asked to
Mm-hmm.
say an opinion.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just
I
if
think
you
what I would
remember.
say is, um, but I know that we should pursue deeper emotional connection first before anything else, and that's what matters in relationships.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Do you
It's really
remember what you
that's why I
mentioned a
said,
while ago?
yeah.
Do
What's
you
that?
remember what you mentioned a while ago? I'm actually telling this to Josh. Um, Dan, you mentioned a while ago that when you answer, at least um, incorporate your experience,
Yeah.
right? So
Your
basically,
experience, belief
humugot
system. It's
humugot
your
from
belief
your
system.
experience because that's your own truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. All
Kasi,
right.
well, depende kasi yon. Kasi minsan kasi, pag ang candidate, nakita niya, who are my judges?
Mm-hmm.
Are they
Yeah.
liberal enough? Are they conservative enough? Are they, parang ganon. You have to look at in that line also.
At
But,
least
yeah,
mhm,
yeah, yeah. Kasi
gauge
alam mo na
also
yon, di
your
ba? Yeah, gauge or list or your, if all of the judges are conservative, you don't tell them you're being liberal because you want to win. That's your main
mm-hmm,
aim. But if you
mm-hmm,
have seen that the judges are, there are few liberals, there are few conservative, there are few members of something like that, then this is my time to show off
mm-hmm,
my opinion because I am
Yeah.
asked. And
mm-hmm,
telling the truth and telling what is your belief system is what you're bringing on. Let's say for example, nanalo ka ng Misters of the Filipinas and then Man of the World. Pag uwi mo, wala ka pa nalang simbahan dahil i-deny ka dahil, di ba? So, yeah, I'm telling you in a very
Yeah.
honest perspective. Kasi
That
sasabihin
actually
sa
runs through
pastor
my
sa yun
mind
ano eh.
earlier.
Sasabihin sa
that's
pastor na
you see
is this kind of youth that being a
Yeah.
youth leader to
can
our
you see this
church and then telling
can you see
something
this
there?
comment. OMG, sir, you're really a formator for the youth, diba? Because you are already giving them an
Yeah.
opinion, yeah, an image of you, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And ang mangyari was
Mm-hmm.
iba pala siya. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But if because I really don't know you how much. I only based on
Mm-hmm.
our conversation that you are helping the church, you are helping the youth ministry, you are very, you're a Christian. Then that is your hugot points. That's your
Mm-hmm.
belief system that you are telling me. But if you tell us that it's okay, it's as long as they fall in love with each other and something like that, then no questions asked because it's from
Mm-hmm.
your experience. Problema na
That's
yun sa judges kung liberal ba siya, conservative ba siya.
Yeah.
right. Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's right.
one of this kind of question was asked to I think it was still Catriona, no, yung marijuana.
Yeah. Marijuana.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she did not answer it that straight. Gusto ba niya o ayaw niya? But she did it straight when she mentioned that as long as it's for medical use, then I'll go for it. That's the end line of that question.
Mm-hmm.
And she is making a
Because
statement. She is making a
mm-hmm.
statement
Mm-hmm.
na kung medical, okay ako. Pag hindi medical,
Mm-hmm.
ayaw ko. That's
Yeah.
it.
So that is basically a delivery with conviction. Like
Yeah, and
speaking
making a
that you are
statement.
right.
Yeah, and making a
Yeah.
statement because
Mm-hmm.
every Q&A, something like
Mm-hmm.
that kind of question, is
Mm-hmm.
asking your opinion and you get your opinion based on your belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Medyo mahirap yan, Josh,
Yeah.
mga ganun. Kasi,
Mm.
Yeah.
kasi nangangapa ka eh, parang, ang maganda nga, pag sabi mga LGBTQNX, isa lang ang sagot mo doon eh, I respect them as human as they are because they are human beings and there's no gender about respecting people.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Perfect yun. Ganun, madali yun. But in this kind of line, kasi may mga morality na iniisip, may mga, anong sasabihin ng tiyuhin ko pag uwi ko, anong sasabihin ng
Yeah.
tao, na some people are doing it, but they are not talking about it. No? Yun ang hirap eh. So, kung kilala kita, I would already tell you, ano yung belief system mo, ano yung paniniwala mo na kaya mong ibigay, na kaya mong sabihin in public. Na meron ka pang uwiang church, na meron ka pang uwiang community mo. Yun lang
Yeah.
yun. Yun lang yun.
All right, diba? It's getting hotter. How tall are you daw, Josh?
I'm 5'10".
5'10".
Mm-hmm.
Ako ang sumagot. Kasi sinagot na ni Josh yan eh. Yeah.
Just for... diba? Ayan. Parang may question pa doon. Mama Dandy, happy birthday daw from Limuel Rosas. Ay,
Wow, hi
Rosas.
Limuel Rosos. Limuel Rosos is
Oh,
well-known designer here in Cebu.
hi, sir. Ayan.
And
Mhm.
choreographer. Yeah. He's a very
Kunin
good
nyo pong
choreographer.
model. I'm sorry po, hindi po kami naghahanap ng model dito. Ayan. This is a live streaming po. Ayan. Thank you. Ayan. Punta ka po sa mga modeling agency na here. Ayan. Pasensya, you said you. Alright, so are you ready for our last question on this challenge?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I am from
Alright.
what we had already so far.
Yeah, ang haba na natin. My
Mm.
God.
Now, this time, Dandy, read it twice, ha? Para
Okay.
may time siya mag-isip. Okay?
Yeah.
Read
That
it
would help a lot.
twice. Huwag yung isa lang. Alright?
Sino na natin?
Okay. So, let me just pull up the question here. Here we go.
Hello.
Ready.
Hello. Oh yeah. Ano muna? Kasi parang if we feel natin na it's a Q&A. Okay, sige. Hello, candidate number 8.
Hello. Hello,
How are you
Danny.
feeling right now?
I'm nervous, but I'm thankful and blessed.
Yeah, here is your question. Hindi ko na mabasa. As a guy, will you take an invitation from a girl for a one-night stand? I'll repeat the question. As a guy, will you take an invitation from a girl for a one-night stand?
As a guy, I am also a Filipino man, and we Filipinos, we are known for having strong values, and I think that I would rather go for something serious and something that builds a deeper and meaningful relationship over a one night stand, and I would say no.
Perfect. I love the answer. Though there are
Diba?
fillers. There are a lot of fillers that you did mention. Rather, I think, but
Yeah.
you did a good statement that as a
That's right.
Filipino guy, I have this like morals and other stuff. And then at the end, I said I'll go for a more um like deeper relationship. That's a statement.
Ayun.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, tanggalin na natin yung mga fillers na mga nangyayari. But
Ano
sometimes
daw po?
kasi, yung some candidates are having fillers dahil nag-iisip pa eh.
Nag-iisip pa, oo.
Yeah,
It's
nag-iisip
an
pa.
opportunity. Techniques nila
Yes.
yun.
Yeah, techniques nila yon.
Mm.
But a good
Ayun.
speaker doesn't, kasi binuo mo na yun eh. Like,
Mhm.
do
During
you
the
have like, yeah, in your Q&A, I think na-mention na yun eh. Some Q&A mentors should have like, you have your like breathing exercise.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, once you receive the question, breathing exercise would be better. No, the first thing to do. And then, may mga drama-drama yung mga candidates na yan eh. Pagka hindi nila naintindihan, sabi agad, can you repeat the question? Or, um, kahit naintindihan, pero hindi pa nabuo yung logic, masabi agad, can you repeat for me the question? Yun na, buo na. Ito na yung first line ko, ito na. Pero minsan, mahirap yung first line. Dahil nga, hindi mo mabuo eh. So, the first line was quite difficult to build.
Mhm.
Pag kaya mong ma-build, you do it. Pag hindi mo kaya, I would rather tell to the candidate, sige, wag mo nang buuin masyado yung first mo. Basta, ending mo makes a difference. Ending mo is
Is a
something that,
statement.
statement. Kasi yun lang yun eh. The first line, pag maganda na, yun na yun. Wag mo nang ikutin masyado. 2 to 3 lines, then you end. Pero pagka
Tendency
medyo
kasi,
lito ka, dun ka sa last line mo. Make a statement.
ang tendency kasi Josh, when they heard you with a very beautiful start, no? That remains already.
Wag mo
Or
lang
if
paikutin. Wag,
if you weren't able to give a very strong um first statement, definitely they will have to wait for that factor. Ayun. For that wow factor. Yeah.
the wow
For the
factor.
statement actually. Mm.
Mag-greet
Yun.
ako kay Mama Lemuel Rosos. Thank you very much for greeting happy birthday. Pakilala ko si Joss sa'yo.
I think Josh, you're my
I think
top
you know
three
you know
favorite.
Lemuel. You have heard Lemuel Rosos? Josh?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Siya yung nag-provide ng swimwear ng Mr. sa Filipinas this year sa NCR Plus.
Oh.
Yung black na may pink.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, it
great.
was Lemuel Rosas.
Hello
Very
po,
good
sir.
designer
Yeah.
in Cebu and
Thank you,
choreographer.
Lemuel. Yeah, but I was not
Yeah.
fortunate enough to like wear one of those.
Yeah, because it's for NCR Plus.
Hmm.
Sige.
Ayun. Wow. So, I think
Ang
we're
haba
done with the
na.
challenge. And, yeah, hello daw, sabi ni Lemuel Rosas.
Hello.
Hi, Sir Lemuel. I'll send you my address as well. Charot.
Sige.
Good evening, everyone. So, thank you so much, Josh, for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but just stay. We have also some friends at the backstage who want to greet or extend their birthday greetings for our mentor, for our guest rather,
Nag-birthday lang,
Dandy.
inigini-guest na.
Mhm. Yes, of course, 'di ba? Nagbayad ka eh. Charot!
Ganun pala, may bayad pala pag mag-guest. Sige, magpag-guest tayo ng
Oo, 'di
marami.
ba?
Bayaran natin. Okay.
Charot yun.
Sige.
Anyway, so VTR play. Okay? Here we go.
Hello, Brother Dondi dyan! Happy birthday! Kumusta ka na dyan sa Cebu?
From Tanay. Ate Liz from Tanay. Hello.
Happy birthday!
Hi, Esperanza here. This is your Miss Earth Philippines from Mandaue City. I just wanted to say and greet happiest birthday to you, Mom DUNDEE ESTRERA. This is your happiest birthday today, and I just wanted to wish you a long life and more blessings to come. Mwah. Happy birthday.
Hello, Dundee John Estrera. This is your friend, Honorable Leo Quizoniape, your all around Kunsi Hall. Wishes you
Wow,
the best of all the
Kunsi
best
Hall
on your
Leo.
special day. By the way, happy birthday. Of course, may God shower you with all, of course, the blessings and the abundance of everything. With good health, of course. Stay kind and sweet person as you are, and continue your good practices in sharing your blessings to others, and of course, have a blessed birthday. See you very soon. Happy birthday. Enjoy the day, enjoy the rest of the night. Happy birthday.
Hi, Sir Dundee. This is AJ Gallo, Hari ng Pilipinas, Danao City. I would like to greet you a happy birthday. And I know you are blessed because you are a good person. And thank you for sharing your knowledge to us and for the learnings. And hope to see you soon. Bye. God bless.
Hi, Tito Dandy. This is Randall, Misters of Filipinas, Santa Mesa, Manila. I would like to greet you happy birthday. And I hope you enjoy this day. And I wish good health for you and your family. Thank you so much for being my Q&A mentor and helping me in this pageant. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
I am Josh DIÑO, Misters of Filipinas, CAMARINES. I would like to greet DUNDEE ESTRERA a happy birthday. It was really nice meeting you and I hope to see you soon. And God bless you. Have a great day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kuya Lynn. Always praying for you that may God always guide you and protect you and be successful in your life. And may the Sacred Hearts of Jesus and Mary always protect you and guide you, especially in this time that we are challenged. Always keep safe and stay healthy. Happy birthday, and I miss you so much and hope to see you soon. Happy birthday.
Yeah, hi, Padre.
This song is dedicated to
Grabe naman to,
my
may mga kamadrihan pa.
co-sojourners way back 2008. Happy birthday, and I wish you all the best in life. May you always acknowledge God's presence, God's manifold presence in your life, and may God bless you always with friends, peace, love, joy, and everything that you need in your life. Linz, happy birthday. This song is for you. His love is His love the hollow of His hand. For the Lord is with you in goodness and love. May His light shine within your heart. It's a joy to remember you on this important day, and to send your love and wishes, especially meant to say, may you have every happiness and the word that you pray, and that I wish every day the best of everything. Happy birthday!
Ako,
Sir Dundee, malipayong pagsaulog sa imong adlang tauhan. May the Lord God bless you on your birthday, and may your day be filled with joy and your year full of many blessings. God bless you po.
thank you, Father PJ.
All right, so there you
Ako
go.
talagang
Thank you
hinahanap
so
mo yung mga
much.
kaibigan ko, sina sister, si PJ, na parang kaibigan ko. Talagang hinahanap mo talaga ha, kapatid.
Syempre naman, 'di ba? Thank you so much to all the videos, to all those who sent their videos. Thank you so much. Nice answer, Josh. Pinoy's loves you Maginoo effect. Pinoy's love Maginoo effect. Happy birthday, super mentor Dandy. Sino si Jenny Clavente? Ay, what's happening? Ba't may
Sino yon, Jen?
sound?
Ay, hindi ko ano.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ay, ano yon? Ay, ano yun? Ay, ano
Pero
nangyayari?
tubig. Wala naman.
Ayun. Anyways, thank you so much, Dandy, for... Ay, parang sa end ni Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Josh. Ka Josh yan.
Ayun.
Sige.
Thank you so much, asan na si Josh? Ayan. Thank you so much, kapatid, for guesting tonight, for
Yeah. My
gracing
pleasure.
our episode, so our session rather. Thank you so much. And asan na si Josh? Thank you so much as well, Josh. Parang ano nangyari kay Josh? Tingnan natin si Josh. Baka may ano ipa-plug si Josh.
Yeah,
So,
mag-plug siya.
ikaw muna. May ipa-plug ka ba muna? Any message
Yeah.
pala muna.
Message is like, I'd like to thank, of course, Pageant Mags Philippines for the opportunity that I'm here tonight. And then, na mapakinggan ang aking mga koro-koro, mapakinggan yung the way how I mentored people, the way I
Yeah,
yung
sorry for that.
pagiging, yeah. It's okay, Josh. Mag-ano daw
Tayo.
muna ako, magsasabi,
Magme-message
muna
lang
ako.
siya.
Message ako, sige. Thank you very much, Pageant Mags, for having me tonight. For those who really wanted to see me and follow me, DUNDEE John S. Hindi na yung Estrera ko, that's it. S, letter, 3 na number, and then Ra. So DUNDEE John Estrera on all of my social media accounts, from Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram, Twitter. I don't have TikTok, so sorry for that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dandy. And how about you, Josh? Anything you would like to
Plug.
say, to plug, promote? Yeah.
And first of all, I would like to thank, of course, Francois for inviting me again to Pageant Mags Philippines live, and of course, happy birthday to Dundee. Thank you so much. May I know what your pronoun is? Because I've been
Is it me?
Pronoun.
yeah,
Him.
or
Him,
Him.
he.
specific pronoun. You
Yeah, thank
Him,
you very
he.
much,
Yeah.
Josh, for that
Okay.
question. Papila daw sila. So shout out daw sa mga kasama. Sorry, Josh. Shout out daw sa mga kasama ko dito sa baba. Sina Jerial, si Consi Haleo was here, si Berna, Chachi, and Jane. Thank you very much for joining me for this birthday. Josh, any pronoun will do as long as you respect me as a human being. That's a signature.
Thank you so much. I would love calling you mommy dad.
Yeah,
Mommy
I love to
Dandy.
hear that. Nako, marami ng Mistress of the Filipinas na tinatawag akong mommy. My God, so much.
Yeah, and
Nakaka-inlove na ang mga Mistress of Filipinas. Sige, go. Yeah, you can call me mommy if you want.
yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be taught by you, to be extended by your expertise and your knowledge on Q&A, and of course on your special day. That is something. And thank you so much. And for everyone who's watching, please continue to support Misters of Filipinas. Keep on um, being notified and updated with all of the happenings and all of the latest things that Misters of Filipinas has for the whole Philippines. And at the same time, I'd like to ask for your support for the pageant. We already have 2 videos now under that are released. They are still um under the competition. So the first video is our intro and advocacy video, and I would like you all to please continue to watch and stream my advocacy video on YouTube. Just type Mr. Hashtag 8 and you'll see my face. Just click my face and then you can stream it repeatedly so that I would gain more views. And at the same time, I would like you all to support my TikTok video that features my national costume. So yeah, just visit Mr. So Filipinas. Of course, please follow Mr. So Filipinas on TikTok. And at the same time, I'd like to plug my social media accounts. I am Josh Dino on Facebook, the Josh Dino on IG, um, Instagram, TikTok, and Live It and Kumu. Yeah. And on Twitter, I am at Dear Ewan Hansen. So yeah, please do follow me on all of the platforms. Also, I would highly recommend for you to follow me on IG because I do reply and respond to messages on IG and not that much on TikTok. So if you would like to get to know me, for me to talk to you, talk back to you, to reply on to your messages, please do message me on IG. So yeah, the
Yeah.
Josh Dino. And thank you so much. We will be having our coronation on September 12th. You can watch the stream, the live stream of the coronation night on Go Shopping
Yeah,
Philippines
via the
app.
Go Shopping
So
app.
just download Go Shopping, the Go Shopping
App.
yeah, and then go to Go Cineplex inside the app.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then you
Okay.
can see the stream. So I think it is delayed. So you're
Pero
going to
nag-loading
just
now.
I think yung internet connection ni
Yeah.
Josh.
Before anything else pala, I'd like to... Hello, Josh.
Mhm.
Pero naghang na si Josh. Yeah, before anything else pala, I'd like to invite everyone to support my mentee. Nagme-mentor ako ng isang candidate ng uh, Misters of the Filipinas, candidate number 3, RJ Urian from the city of Manila, Santa Mesa. Alam nito, Jo. I think alam ni Jos. Nagme-mentor ako kay Randy. So please to support also RJ Urian on his quest as Misters of the Filipinas. He is from Santa Mesa, Manila. Support by watching his um, YouTube video on his advocacy video, into video and advocacy video. And likewise his national costume or ethnic costume, as I said.
Ethnic.
It's on the TikTok account. Yeah. Candidate number 3, RJ Orian. And candidate
Ayan.
number 8, Josh
Josh
Dino.
Dinyo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Josh, for accepting my invitation, regardless that it was in a short notice. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking this challenge, actually. And I know that you can definitely pull this off. And I definitely trust how, ay, no, wala na siya. Wala tuloy.
Pakinig yun. Alam niya na, narinig yun eh.
And antayin natin siya.
2 hours na, oh my gosh.
Wala pa. So backstage,
Sige,
antayin natin
mag-bye-bye na.
siya.
Thank you very much.
One
to all the
moment.
Ay, hindi pa pala.
So, Josh is back. Ayan. Ayan, there you go. So once again, Josh, thank you so much for accepting the invitation, regardless it was a short notice. And thank you for accepting the challenge. I know that you can definitely pull this off, which you have just shown to us. You've just proven how good you are on this craft, on your yeah, on your craft na lang. So thank you so much once again, and I'm really um how shall I say how shall I say I'm really hoping for the best, okay, for the best results, for the best journey, of course, and wishing you all the best. Okay, so to all our viewers, of course, thank you so much. Dandy, thank you so much. And to all our viewers, to all those who just watch our live, who are new to our Facebook channel and a Facebook page, and of course on our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well. We will be back tomorrow. Once again, we will be seeing you once again tomorrow at 5 p.m. and at 8 p.m. Okay? So, you're on mute, Lindo. Dandy, rather.
Yeah, you
So,
can call me Lindo. My name is Donde Jan or Lindo.
All right. So,
5 p.m. with the Mr. Bohol candidates.
yes, 5 p.m. with Mr. Bahal candidates, and at 8 p.m. we'll be with Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate as well. Okay, so thank you so much once again, guys. Good luck. If you want, by the way, guys, to sponsor some streaming sponsorship for our streaming rather, please just contact Pageant Mag Philippines. We need sponsors for our streaming.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much once again, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. and at 8 p.m. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night and God bless
Good night,
you
everyone.
all.